Welcome back to Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilley. I have my friends from the United Way here today again, and it seems like we meet once a month, but it seems like lately time is absolutely flying.
Flies by, and I haven't been able to come the last few months, so I'm just sitting here. I want to say to you, Joel, I'm smiling under here.
Yeah, it's tough to see. It's tough to see. You know, it's kind of nice though at times too, because we were taking pictures of staff yesterday, and they were like, "Do I have to smile?" I'm like, "It doesn't matter."
Stick out your tongue if you want.
Yeah, I don't care what you do. So of course the United Way has been super busy. I do want to jump right in and talk about COVID and what all the United Way has been doing in COVID response, because I know that we are partnered with the United Way now with COVID, with the health department. But talk a little bit about what you guys have been up to.
Yeah, it's been extremely busy, but it's been such a privilege to be able to just be able to do so much work in our community through United Way. We actually just created a brochure to be able to share, so I'll definitely leave some of those so you can list that, for the viewers to see at another time too. But between working with the Wayne County Health Department, Wayne UNC, Wayne County Health Department, it's really been a privilege. One of the big focuses that we have now with our partnership with the health department is we are making all of the contacts for the positive cases. We were just doing them for those that the health department were testing, but now we're doing them for all of the positive cases. And the reason we're able to do that is because there was an additional grant that came through with Cure Americas, offering 2 community health care workers to the health department and looking for a partner. So the health department reached out to us, and we were able to hire 2 more people to come in. So our office is a little bit of a zoo. We're playing musical chairs to make sure, because when you're calling folks, and of course just because of HIPAA, we want to make sure there's privacy. So it is kind of funny. We're just moving around quite a bit, but it's been really good to be able to speak with folks and just find out how they're doing. We have to do this assessment though, because our county health department is required to input all this data for the state. And so we're very privileged to be able to provide the support to the health department. And one of the things that I really love about Cure Americas and the hiring process, they have hired 150 community health care workers across the state.
Oh, wow.
We have 2 here in Wayne County. And what we shared with them when they asked us to assist is, we've already got this partnership with the county, and they said, that's fine, maybe you can make it stronger, because really what we're here for is our health departments. And it's just so important. Right now they are exhausted, they have to be. But they're also recognizing the need. Of course, it's still here for COVID, but they want to also be able to serve the community in so many other capacities that they're accustomed to be able to serve. So we hope that this is enabling them to do a little bit of that while they're still doing so much for COVID as well.
I'm glad you kind of went into the details, because I know that a lot of people, they hear the word contact tracing, they don't understand the work that goes into contact tracing and making those calls. Just because you see X number of cases that come in that day, there's a lot of work behind the scenes that has to happen. And so, it's great to be able to share that with other people. The other thing that I brought out about that is, one of the really interesting things that's come out of COVID is, like, the health department shines right now.
Yeah.
The health department for so long, in my opinion, was just one of those organizations that if you never visited it, you didn't think about it. And so I think that's if there's one blessing, and we mentioned this the other day when we were talking with an airman from Seymour Johnson, is if there's one positive that has come out of this is, the health department really does so much in the community. And this unfortunately, it's taken a pandemic for people to realize what all the health department does, but there's a lot that goes on at the health department that's not COVID related. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to in the future, is people realizing what all goes on at the health department.
Yeah, I'm sure they're excited to be able to show that in many other capacities too. And so we're just really glad to be able to support them. They're doing a great job.
Now I want to ask you a question. In your United Way history, is this something that you thought that you'd be doing?
It is not, and I don't think it's anything we've ever done.
Yeah.
And there is the piece of contact tracing, but a lot of this too it's really the piece that the health department's required to do to share with the state, but it's finding out, those details, because that's important for us to know how to move forward with COVID. But it's also important for us, this is why it meshes so well with us. It's important for us to find out what else are your needs in this community, because we have those contacts for those nonprofits that are doing such great work. We can provide that referral system. So it's really been a great collaboration.
And education as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people, they might have COVID and they don't know, what do I need to do now? What are my next steps? And so that's kind of where the United Way fits in as well, right?
Right.
Not only with that initial, the initial interview and assessment from the beginning, but then they also are following up after the quarantine or as the quarantine is ending. So you're getting double connection with that one person and able to do the referrals, check on them, let them know that we're here, that we care. And that is what United Way is.
Sure.
And it helps us meet our mission. So like you said, with it being such a privilege to serve, we have such a great team that is out there being United Way, representing and allowing it to meet those focus areas and that mission.
And that's what I think is so cool, is because we've gotten really used to hurricanes and natural disasters. And this just shows one more thing that the United Way has literally jumped and taken on at the spur of the moment, basically.
One thing we are saying as well, or realizing, is that United Way was built for this, built for a natural disaster or a pandemic, but any emerging issue. And this is just proving so. We've been serving the community for nearly 100 years through programs, through support, but now, today, just seeing exactly what is happening, forging those relationships, bridging that unity within the community, it's so imperative that we're here.
Absolutely.
Speaking of team members, so our campaign chair, of course, we're right in the middle of that as well. This is definitely a heated, crazy time, but Bethany is our campaign chair again and doing an amazing job. And so it's been such a treasure to be able to work with these businesses, and Bethany's found a lot of different creative ways for us to be able to do that, because normally we're going into their spaces and we're being able to gather a lot of employees and share our message and tell them who we are and what we're doing, because you want to be able to explain it before you're asking for someone to give back to your community. So we've had to find lots of different ways to do that, and she's done an amazing job at that.
I do want to talk about the perfect segue into the campaign. How is it going so far?
Well, because of the challenges we're faced with, it's not good for this extrovert to be virtual. And so that would be my first complaint.
Yes, and I believe it. I believe it.
We are definitely doing a lot of presentations still, and people are stepping up and wanting to hear more about what we're doing. So I love being able to share the message, whether it is Zoom, virtual, or face-to-face, but also going into all the area schools, letting them know what we're doing as well. We just came off of partnership with Community Supporting Schools and the Chamber with a cleaning supply drive.
Right.
Yes, and for the benefit of the schools and being able to go out there and say, not only are we're giving education grants to the schools, we're awarding those this year. And so just being supportive of those teachers and what they're going through too. So we're doing the best we can. We are right now today at 40% of meeting our goal.
Awesome.
We're not discouraged one bit, because we're going to keep going and keep fighting this through until we reach our goal of $900,000. We need to help more than 18,000 people now more than ever. 1,100 Wayne County Public School students, faculty, and family members were served throughout the programs in our community just last year. So we know the need is great, and we are being innovative with how we share that message.
If people are sitting there and they're like, how do I get involved in the campaign? I know that you have, of course, reached out to a lot of different organizations, but what's the best way for people to get involved?
Definitely our website at unitedwayne.org. You jump on there, you can see all of our tools, videos, partnerships. We partnered with the Wayne Community College. They did a great job with videoing some testimonies with some of our program partners. Our mission is on there, focus areas, what our goals are. So all of our programs and initiatives of how we directly impact the community through our partnerships, through those programs, are all listed there. All of the money raised and invested in this community stays within this community. And that's the beautiful thing about United Way. You see the impact, you see the difference, and that's what we're here to do, is share all of that.
And I urge people to go check out the website, because when you look through those lists of people that you're supporting, you're going to recognize them all. Like you said, they are all local people. And that's one of the cool things when we talk to our employees about that, is that was one of the things that kept coming up is I wanted to give back to my community, and here's how I help. It's one central location. All of these organizations are vetted through the United Way. You know that the money is being used wisely, and so that's why I think it's such a great idea to donate that way.
Absolutely, and the importance of United Way, Joel, is what we do today matters tomorrow. If we don't need United Way programs today, we might tomorrow. We have to make sure that these programs are available for our people, for everyone. We've said this before, poverty is not a prerequisite. United Way is for everyone.
Yeah. Anything else that people need to know about campaign this year? When is the campaign over?
We have...
Whenever we raise enough money, right?
We're not going to stop.
Yeah.
But November 16th is our deadline. We are, again, giving away $10,000 to one investor in the campaign.
On December 1st.
On December 1st. So we want to wrap things up. Of course, we can't go on forever.
December 2nd, you'll probably still take the donation?
We will through
Absolutely.
the end of the calendar year for sure.
Okay.
And what we're asking is a pledge. The donation is not due until 2021. We want your pledge. We want your commitment.
Okay.
And that's what we're asking for.
Awesome. So of course you can head to their website, find out more information. They're also on Facebook with a lot of great community information there as well. Is there anything else that we need to talk about today?
That covers it for today.
Cool. If you have not done so already, go learn more about the United Way. Head to the website, find out the information, make that pledge, be a part of the campaign for this year. I know that us here at the county, we were one of the front runners this year. A lot of our employees do it, and check with your employer too. They may have a payroll deduction option, which is how a lot of people at the county do it. So you never see that money going out; it just kind of goes in. It makes it a little bit easier sometimes. So if you have any questions, you can give the United Way a call. Again, thanks to everything that you guys are doing for the COVID response as well. It's one of those hidden things that not enough people realize that the United Way is involved in right now. So. COVID's been fun for everybody. It's been fun for you guys as well. And hopefully soon we won't have to deal with it much longer. Right. So again, be a part of the campaign. Head to the United Way website. We'll have that information for you right here at the bottom of your screen. And be a part of the campaign today. So until next month, ladies, thank you so much for joining us.